TradeHog is a product that we released that was designed for tradesmen. It's designed for trade professionals out in the field. And we even added a module for the folks back in the office as well to look at documents, contracts, marketing campaigns, all of that type of stuff, all wrapped around this important and highly developed TradeHog AI model. It's not like your normal chat GPT. It is different because it doesn't work off generic prompt. It's designed to intelligently learn and interact with you as you ask it very technical questions. But let's check out the hog and we'll ask it some questions. And again, it is something that's going to really make your life so much easier. When you have technical questions, you have things you don't understand, well, you're going to be able to have it. It's available in a mobile app as well. You're going to be able to have it right there on your phone, right on your tablet, right on your desktop to help answer those critical questions that you get from a day in and day out. And you can even ask it unique questions about how transformers works or what's hysteresis losses when it comes to transformer. You can ask it these things and it's very technical. But let's go check out the hog and I'll give you an example. Okay, so here we are. This is what TradeHog looks like. Okay, depending on what browser you're looking at, you may see all of these, but you may see these little dots down here. Let you know the pricing, all the interactive forums that we have. Here's our contact information. You can always reach out to us. There's the Office Hog in here. This is unique because this is for your back end folks. This is for, you can even actually have it analyze a contractor agreement and bring you back the key points. All types of things are available in the Office Hog. But what you're going to use out in the field, out there when you're troubleshooting circuits, out there troubleshooting plumbing situations, something just doesn't make sense, you're going to be using our constantly fed hog, which is something that we feed on the back end and by adding manuals and documents, and we're constantly trying to make the hog smarter. Now, does that mean it's perfect? Nothing is perfect, okay? But it gets you at this very high level starting point, and it may pull back only relevant information, but it may require you to do a little bit more digging in order to pull back maybe specific to your location or geographical area. The hog can ferret this stuff out, but let's go on and look at an example. So here we go. So down here at the hog, this is the area where you're going to ask your question, right? Now we're going to just put some questions in here and see what the hog does for us. So the first question I will put in here, it says, is basically, how do you use table 31016 in the 2023 NEC to determine the proper ampacity of conductors? Pretty straightforward question, but we're going to click send and see what the hog has to say. So in the back end, we've loaded in things, extra things. We're pulling off the basic chat GPT model. We're also mixing in other models like Gemini from Google. We bring them all together and then we highly filter it out and we add additional uploaded content to constantly try to make the hog smarter and smarter and smarter. But it does a great job. So here's your first one here about ampacity. Again, identify the conductor and the type of insulation. For example, THHN, THWN-2, etc. Determine the conductor size. Select the correct temperature column, and that is either the 60, 75 degrees or the 90. Okay, again, corresponds, for example, with the insulation type, and it gives you an example here. Then it says, determine whether you have any adjustments or corrections to take place, and it gives you an example of what that is. And if it deviates from the standard temperature, 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to have to make an actual ambient adjustment, a correction to that. And then you've got down here where it talks about the adjustment factors when you have more than 3 current carrying conductors, right? And so again, it gives you all this information. And then I could ask this, for example, to give you an example of how we can dig deeper. I might say, can you, let's do this. This is, can you give me a example of doing a calculation for a conductor, right? Just going to ask it just like that, and we'll see what the hog brings up. Now, I said, can you give me an example? You're thinking, what is it asking? Does it know what example? Well, it's built on what you just asked. So it's going to look at that and remember it and come back with some examples. So there you go. So if you're ever in a situation you just don't understand something, then here you go. The conductor is copper. It's THHN. It's a 4 gauge. The ambient temperature is 40 degrees Celsius, and the number of current carrying conductors are 6. As you can see here, it will walk you through, tell you to use the 90. Base amps is 95. Shows you how to apply the adjustment and corrections to that. Okay, there's the modifier 0.91 that deals with that one for the correction factor for the temperature. And then you have the adjustment factor 4 to 6, 80%. Gives you this value here, okay? Rounding down for compliance. So the final ampacity of the 4 with THHN is 69 amps. Conclusion, the conductor can say, which is in this case started with a 4 gauge, okay? It says the conductor can safely carry up to 69 amps under specific conditions, right? So as you can see, it can do an example for you that way. But you might be thinking, okay, that's great. But what if I have a plumbing question and I'm a plumber, right? You're thinking, all right, well, do me a favor. Just go up here, clear the hog out, click new chat, go on and post in your plumbing question. So this question is, how do fixture unit calculations affect the size of the water supply pipes according to the IPC or UPC? Okay, so this is a plumbing question you might ask. Okay, so we'll let the hog do its thing and calculate this out for us. All right, as you can see, a very detailed response. One of the things I will point out is that it gives code references, okay? Gives the various code references to the process. Here, IPC code references, PSI, fixture assignment, gives you the tables, where you need to be, all these type of things. And if you need to dig deeper, all you got to do is dig deeper and ask it additional follow-up questions. And I think it's important to see how this is going to help you out in the field. You got those tough questions. Well, you don't always have all the research documents available. So you can use TradeHog, and if you have additional follow-up questions, you just ask it, and it will dig deeper and deeper, and you can even ask it to clarify or to check the code. All those type of things is what makes TradeHog so important. Check it out for free right now at tradehog.net and see what it can do to your business.